Hello there, it's Richard here, welcome back to the channel. I'm currently sitting in the pub in Mrs. O's on the hill of Skryne in County Meath. I'm going to do a bit of nighttime photography, but it's not quite dark enough yet. It's about 10:30, so I'm going to give it another half an hour. I'm going to have a little drink here, and then I'm going to go out and get some photos of the church that's outside in the graveyard. And you never know, I might get some northern lights because they're knocking around. So stick around, we'll see what happens, and sure, if I don't get any, cheers. Okay, so I've set up my camera on a little wall here, and I'm going to try and light up the little church there and cross with a little flashlight, and I've set to 5-second exposure. So I'll play around with this and see can I get a decent shot. So you can see I'm using the torch here to light up that tower, and I'm also pointing at this little cross, and I'm getting some nice light on the image at I think it's about 6-second exposure. I'll take another one here. So as you can see, I'm just taking the shot now. I'm going to fire it down at the cross, and I'm going to fire it over here. And so a quick look at the screen and see what that turned out to be like. Probably hard to see there, but no, not looking bad at all. I'll show that up on the screen as well. So this is the first shot I got of the evening. It was still twilight, the sun had just set, so there was a bit of light in the sky still. And obviously with a long exposure there, it's sky's looking probably brighter than it was in reality, but I quite like it like that for this shot. And the torch lit up the church well and the cross. Maybe got a bit too much light on the grass, but I still quite like it. Obviously it's not realistic, it's much darker than that, but that's okay. It's my photo, I can have it whatever way I like. I like it like that. I like the balance between the church, the cross and the moon, and overall, yeah, quite happy with that shot. Okay, so I'm trying to get a few shots of this church here, or this ruins. Don't know if you can see that on the screen, but yeah, the same as the last shot. I'm just doing a long exposure. I'm doing like a 6-second exposure or an 8-second exposure. I'm just giving it a little blast of light, and it's coming out well actually. So I'm shooting it with a wide angle, and yeah, if it's any good, I throw it on the screen. It's a bit misty out at the moment, so I'm not getting a huge amount of stars, but I'll wait around a while longer and see if I get some stars in the background. But it's a lovely evening, so I'll keep on going. Took a number of shots in this location. Obviously, the use of the torch has brightened up the scene a lot, because obviously when I was taking that, it was much darker. So the long exposure and the use of the torches lit up those walls, the interior walls, very well. Maybe slightly too much. I'm unsure about it. I'm unsure about this. Obviously, have the outside walls there acting as a leading line to the tower, but I don't know. I don't know if it's balanced enough. So I'm not mad about it. But the next shot I think might be slightly better. This shot here is from further back at that location, and I'm much happier with this one. I think it looks well in black and white. I like the stones in the foreground there, they're headstones lying in the grass. Almost looks like a heart, drawing you in towards the castle. No, I really like the feel, and obviously you've got the two people standing there. I mean, I could have removed them in Photoshop if I wanted, but I thought I'd leave them in there. I think they add to the scene, and overall, I think it's a nice black and white, and it's probably my favourite, the few shots I took this evening. Okay, as I battle off the moths here, this is turning into more of a light painting session than it is astrophotography or aurora borealis photography, because there's none of that happening. So I'm just playing around here with the torch and getting a few shots of this castle or church or whatever you want to call it. And yeah, some of them are looking interesting, some of them are looking very bright. It's almost like daytime, sorry about that. Yeah, but I'm going to keep going on, and sorry my colleagues laughing here, it's not as professional as me. Going to keep going on. If I get any more good shots, I'll throw them on the screen, and I'm just keeping an eye out to see the stars come out, because there's a bit of a haze there, and yeah, let's just keep going, all right. Just the last shot I got of the evening from the rear of the church, looking towards the light of the car park, so that's why the sky's lit up. But I spent quite a while editing it, and I put an old kind of grainy sort of look to it, more vintage vibe. I think it's fitting, and obviously there was a long exposure I was using, so there was a person standing in frame there who was moving around, and you can see that in the shot, and I quite like that. It adds something to it. Obviously I could have removed it, but no, I like it. It's a kind of ghostly vibe, which is suitable for the setting we were in. But yeah, final shot of the evening, so hope you enjoy. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to call it quits there now. Short and sweet, this video. If you like what you saw, make sure you hit the like, comment and subscribe, and be back in the next couple of weeks for sure, and get something longer out and a bit more action. But it's well worth coming down here. It's a great spot, Mrs. O's. It's good for photography and it's great for a pint. So I'd highly recommend it, and see you in the next one.